and welcome to another Saturday Speedpaint that should probably actually be titled a Sunday Sketchbook, Speedpaint, whatever. Because once again, I completely forgot that time is a thing that passes, and that in the afternoons on Saturdays, I am exhausted. I can only handle so much existence. So, yeah, once again, I will be posting this on a Sunday. At this point, I think like 90% of them have been posted on Sundays, so I should probably just switch around the title, but no, I'm stubborn. I'm very stubborn. So I'm still calling them Saturday Sketchbooks, even though most of them are posted on Sunday. God, time passes, and that is fucking wild. Apologies, I am very recently woken up, like 5 minutes ago. Woo! Having a time. And plus the whole, like, falling asleep super early, fun stuff. Anyways, let me actually talk about the art going on here. I've joined yet another art role-playing game. This one is focused around these little, oh gosh, little possum dudes. And it's kind of this eldritch horror, fun chaos. I'm very excited. I love some good eldritch horror. It is my favorite genre of horror. And yeah, I've been planning out my characters and stuff. Currently, I'm, waiting for my characters to get approved and all that with Bandit and Doc, who are both just kind of little dudes. Just little dudes. Doing their little dude things. Doc is, a little wannabe doctor who possibly meanders into, like, Frankenstein stuff, because, well, Frankenstein is good book. I enjoy Frankenstein. The modern Prometheus. Just an excellent book all around. And, I love the hubris. The hubris is excellent. Oh, and there's also a musical of Frankenstein that is just so good and really follows through on the themes of the book. Oh my goodness, it's so great. I love it so much. But yeah, going through here, testing out a bunch of different upgrades and stuff while trying to figure out what exactly I want to do with this character. And you'll see, I go through a bunch of different renditions, because for the opening event, which is going on until, I think, the 6th of next month, you get 2 of their, fancy warlock upgrades, which, yeah, they're very fancy indeed. So getting to apply those, and then figuring out which ones I would want to apply to my characters, and having fun with that, and my indecisiveness. You'll see that even once I've done the line art, I go through a bunch of different renditions of the character and all that, just do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? What if I do this? Grand old times. I'm very excited. Last year, actually, I created a art role-playing group with a somewhat similar concept to it, with the, eldritch horror and little mouse dudes vibing, having a lovely time, and, ancient beings, because, who doesn't love a good eldritch horror? You'll see I go through here with, the oven mitts upgrade, which gives extra arms, and the inked tails, and Eye of the Beholder, which gives an extra eye. I'm very indecisive. Decision-making, not a thing that I am good at. Yeah, and then temporarily I'm like, oh, well, what if I use the other thing to do red eyes, and planning, and having a bit of a time. And then one of the things with the hair upgrade is that, you can have it be multicolored, you can have it have a little streak of other colors. And then I'm like, oh, but what if for my other upgrade I use the, like, knotted ears? But then I'm like, nah, that doesn't quite fit the character. And then I go through and I do some shading, because shading go burr. Shading go burr indeed. I eventually decided on Doc getting the inked tails, and Bandit, my other character, who you saw in the first drawing and I just completely forgot to comment on, he gets, like, just a big floofy tail, and gets the cursed gloves upgrade. Oh, and now we're back to my Kieran, Runa. Runa is very good, and I'm practicing horse anatomy because, good lord, who gave horses permission to be so like that? I mean, have you seen a horse? Like, good lord, what the heck is going on with, like, their legs, and their back legs, and their joints, and everything? It was kind of wild, but yeah, this is kind of a horse anatomy practice, drawing Runa. I'm very happy with how the lighting turned out, as you'll see on the final piece. Like, I did a lot of multicolored lighting, which is always really fun, but yeah, a lot of this came down to, like, oh god, structural sketching, my beloved. But yeah, there's Runa. She's having a grand old time, trotting along. I think I end up adjusting some stuff too, because I drew at a slightly different angle than the reference I was using, which is not the best idea. But yeah, it's kind of a whole lot. I am very glad that the line art turned out so nicely, though. I think that I did a lot of really nice varied line weights and detailing that I don't normally do. And I'm very happy with it. I need to actually post this drawing, don't I? Because I think I completely forgot to post it, and, well, not posting it is not gonna get me anywhere. Yeah, I should probably actually do that. Decision making. Doing things in a timely manner. Never heard of her. But yeah, you'll see I went through and I did little blushy marks with the line art, because that's a thing I like to do. I don't normally detail my line art quite so much as this, and I'm honestly really happy with how it turned out. Oh, especially the scales. I go through, as you'll see later, and kind of adjust the line weight on the scales to kind of mimic the art for the who's it, what's it, the upload image. I'm not words good today. Sometimes it's like, haha, words, English, never. Oh god, yeah, like, I'm trying to learn Swedish too, and it's like, oh my goodness. If I can't even speak English, which is, like, my frickin' original language, like, how the heck am I gonna learn to speak Swedish? Lovely. But, yeah, just going through here with all the little detailing and patterns and having a grand old time. I'm still so happy with how the scales turned out. Like, I don't normally sketch them out quite so thoroughly, but I think that I did a good job on this. And it's just very, like, shading I tend to go with, like, a kind of a desaturated blue, or saturated blue as it might be, and then erase out, because erased shading just looks really nice, I've discovered. And it's a good way to, keep me from getting stuck in the mindset of only shading around the edges. Instead I go through and I'm like, oh yeah, I can add highlights here and there and everywhere. Having a grand old time, as I've said like 17 times throughout however long I've been filming, or audio recording, I guess. But yes, Runa, I like her color palette. She ended up with kind of a boring Geno, because she's my, first starting rolled Geno for this group, and pretty much all she got was modifiers, where she got silver modifier to turn her mane silver, and her tail silver, And then she also got, like, gray, which desaturates her base coat. And that's pretty much it. Luckily, there's the free markings in that group, where it's like, yeah, if you didn't roll any markings, you can still put these on. Oh, this next drawing, I'm very happy with the shading on. And also just the pose, it's very energetic and lively. I've been experimenting with different ways of drawing paws that are slightly more, maneuverable and such like. And here we've got Bandit chasing after a little goober. A little goober. Bandit is just having a grand old time on a field trip to the Goober Ranch. This is for one of the quests, which, can get you a pet and all that. Because I am filled with impatience. I have never once sat down and been like, yes, I will be patient, and I will wait, and I will not draw art for this thing before I am even accepted. So, technically, I am still in the application process, because they got flooded with so many applications. They just had their grand opening, I think starting on March 25th, and just floods of applications. Oh my goodness, that's freaking wild. So many people. And man, good luck to the mods dealing with that. Good on ya, people. You're doing great. Awesome job. I would not have the patience for that at all. So, good on y'all. Good on ya. You're doing great. I really am happy with also, you'll see in a moment, how I did the clouds here. I've started actually shading in clouds with the color that you use, for the sky, and I think it looks really nice. It just adds a bit of extra depth. But, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, all those usual things, And maybe next time I'll actually remember to put it on a Saturday. See ya!